Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy, out walking the pup. Oh boy, what a couple of hot days it's been. You can see the milky white appearance of the sky. Got the Saharan dust that's made an appearance here. That's all right. Probably not a good idea. You can try. Come here, Shadow. Come on, Shadow.
I wanted to smell you first.
Yeah.
First thing.
All right.
Is it he or she?
He, Shadow is his name.
Is he shy?
Yeah, he's a little bit shy. He usually likes people.
Might be because I'm on the bike.
Yeah, it could be.
Hi. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Doggy. Hey, what's your dog's name?
Shadow.
Shadow. Hi, Shadow. I guess she really does like people.
Huh?
I guess she really does like people.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's fish. Tyson, let's go fish.
All right, just some neighborhood kids wanted to pet my doggy here. Kind of hesitant sometimes because he's usually really good, but you know, you never know. But I don't think other dogs is one thing, but people he's never had a problem with, so I don't expect him to have a problem now. Anyway, as you can see, the milky white sky with the Saharan dust. You have to agree with our local weatherman, forecaster, whatever they like to be called now. The big thing that they said was that this was gonna make the sunsets even more spectacular, and he said he really doesn't think it does. I mean, down here in Florida, the sunsets are already quite spectacular. So they, if anything, they kind of make them a little bit dull. And I think I agree with him on that. So this dust shouldn't be around that much longer. It's probably a little bit less than it was yesterday already, but biggest thing, it's been hot, even for Florida standards. High temperature Tampa yesterday set an all-time, or tied a all-time record high with 99. Today didn't quite get that high. It was 96, which was a daily record high. At my my home thermometer, we made it to 100 today, which it's kind of hoping Tampa would do, because that would be the first time Tampa made it to 100. Got some kind of interesting bird there. I don't know if you can see it that good. But yeah, it's been hot, humid. Of course, humid goes without saying this time of year. We were under a heat advisory until 6 tonight. It's almost 8 now, so it's not as bad. Earlier, at least at my home thermometer, we had I think it was at least 110 for a heat index. So yeah, it was pretty hot. But this is Florida, right? This is what we get. So I don't know if the dust is making it hot. But one of the big things is we've had no rain. We've had no rain here in at least a week. Probably not going to have any for pretty much the rest of the next week, because it's only a 20% chance all the way into next Sunday, I think, where it goes up to a 30% chance. And even that's not that high. I mean, usually this time of year we get, or at least getting daily showers, thunderstorms. But with the showers and thunderstorms, they come through and usually drop the temperatures from the low to mid 90s down into the 70s. And that's where we stay the rest of the night. But even right now, when I left for my walk, it was still 90 degrees. And it feels it, even without the sun beating down. I mean, it's bearable because the sun isn't beating down on me. But yeah, this is something. I don't mind though. It's a good way to work up a sweat. Shadow, you need some water? Shadow, get over here and get some water. Shadow, get over here and get some water. Yeah, there you go. Take a little drink. Here, I got a little bit of water. He always gets a big gulp of water when he gets back home. So, but when it's hot like this, obviously I don't let him out during the day, only to do his bathroom stuff. But other than that, keep him in the house. Wait till this time of night to go for his walk. So I was going to use my regular camera. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. It's the Canon PowerShot EL-PH 360HS. I was going to use that to do my video today. But the one big problem I have is this guy forgot to put the battery in it. This camera, in order to charge the battery, you got to take it out and put it in the charger. Got another camera like this, different brand but similar, but that you can actually charge it when it's still in the camera, which I like better, obviously. The only good thing with this camera, well, it's a newer camera, number one, and it has 2 batteries. I mean, I could get a second battery for my older camera, but at this point, not going to. I've been wanting to get out on my bike, but I just don't feel like dressing up in all my gear when it's 100 degrees. Or close to it anyway. I might just put my helmet on and go grab the mail like I usually do. Usually when I go get the mail on my bike, I just go with my shorts on because it's only, probably not even a half a mile down the road, and sometimes I'm tempted not to even put my helmet on, but I want to at least do that. I mean, I don't. The road to go get my mail is only 25 to 30 miles an hour speed, so obviously on a motorcycle at 25 to 30 it can do some damage, but I'm not gonna kill myself or anything, but I like to at least put my helmet on so I don't get a head injury. I don't become any more dumber than what I usually am. But yeah, I'm looking to do some real riding. Like I said, I don't feel like it when it's 100 degrees. I mean, right now, I'm sweating, but it doesn't feel that bad right now because obviously the sun isn't beating down on me. Thanks. Just right now coming out of the clouds a little bit, but still being filtered by the dust. Come here, Shadow. Come here. So we're back on our way here. I just know I gotta get back on my diet. I haven't weighed myself in forever, and I'm sure I've gained a lot of weight. If I'm not at 3 bills, I'm probably close to it again. And it's my own fault. I mean, I don't know why I need to say it's my own fault. Obviously, it's my own fault. I mean, it ain't nobody else forcing food down my mouth, so whatever I do is my own fault for eating anyway. So just gotta get back on the diet. I've had blood sugars running anywhere from I think the lowest is 188, and that's not too low. That's not low at all. That's, especially for a fasting reading, that's way too high. And I've had it up over 400, close to 500. So I got to get that back in check quickly, because I do want to be around a while. I mean, even though the world is going to crap, I still have a good time down here in Florida. It's a great place to live. And I want to be able to enjoy it for a while. And if I don't do something about controlling my diabetes, I'm not going to be around here, or at least not able to enjoy stuff. When I lose my legs or go blind or any of the other things, heart disease, stroke, I know what the stakes are. I just got to, do what it takes. And I've had a lot of thoughts recently that I'm ready to check out of this world with everything going on. And to some extent, that's true. I mean, watched Sean Hannity for quite a while, and he's always the first one to say, "Let not your heart be troubled," and always be positive. And lately, even he's saying his heart is troubled, and so is mine, and so is my mom's. And even my mom said the same thing, She doesn't care if she's around for... The only reason she wants to be around is just for me, and I feel the same way for me about her, because obviously I take care of her, so if I'm not around, she's got nobody, so obviously I gotta be around for her. So but once she's gone, it's like I told her, I really got nothing to live for. And of course she's told me that's not true. She made the point about wanting to be around to enjoy Florida and everything there is to do down here, and she's right. And I don't know, you got every day these animal protesters are blocking all the interstates and roads around Tampa. And lately I don't go to Tampa at all. I haven't even been to church lately. And that's probably gotten me down too. And I know there's still a dispensation in effect where with the COVID stuff we don't have to go to church under penalty of sin. So but it does affect my mental health. And obviously, no, I'm not going to end it all or do anything like that. Especially, like I said, where my mother needs me. But, she's in failing health. Nothing right away, hopefully. Knock on wood, pray to God that it's going to take her right within the weeks. But, who knows? She's got some serious stuff, and she's got a doctor's appointment next month, where hopefully she'll be able to find out some answers and see where it goes from there. But I still haven't made my doctor's appointments, and I got to do that because the thing is I don't like this. Well, he's not a doctor. He's the pharmacist that, adjusts my medication, especially my insulin. And back, probably, it was probably a little over a year ago, this past January, I was on what I call my mealtime insulin. It's the short-acting insulin that I should take before meals. I was on 50 units twice a day with my 2 meals that I usually have. And obviously it's a high dosage, but whatever. It was working a little bit anyway. And then when I went on my diet, I was doing real good. That's when I lost probably 40, 50 pounds. And I was only on like 8 to 10 units of mealtime insulin twice a day. And obviously when I got off my diet, it was in between seeing this this pharmacist. It was, during the start of the COVID stuff and everything. And when I told his nurse that I was back taking 50 units a day, she basically yelled at me, saying, "Oh, you can't do that, that's too much, and you can't just take more insulin just so you can eat as much as you want. You could die from that." And I was ticked off at her real bad, and I didn't say nothing. I just said, yeah. So, but I gotta talk to these people, and if they give me crap like that again, I just gotta tell them how it is. And obviously the best solution is to get back on my diet so I don't need the 50 units, so I can go back to the 8 or 10 units. But that's sometimes easier said than done. But I gotta try. And I don't know. I also gotta schedule some appointments. My mental health doctor, because obviously that's important, especially in these days. And like I said, I'm a little more than a little depressed, but I'm surviving. I guess that's what you call it. And I'm almost home, so I've rambled on too much. So thanks for watching. Good night. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.